Okay, here we are on a Wednesday afternoon, and success. God provided an amazing blessing here today. We hit water at 300 feet, and we dug it down to 340 feet and had good flow. I think we have conservatively anywhere from 3 to 5 gallons a minute, which I will take. I'm really happy with that because we plan to put in a cistern tank so that we can have some storage as well. And with no wells being recorded around here, I'll take that 3 to 5 gallons any day. By the way, 3 gallons a minute is a little bit over 4,000 gallons a day supply, and that's pretty amazing. And so I think that that will supply our needs very adequately for our place. But I want to give a little bit of test, and we're going to take this rock and we're going to drop it down and we're going to listen because this is dropping into about 300 feet of water. You ready for it? All right, here we go. Hopefully, I don't drop my phone in there as we're doing it. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Because we're going to listen. And by the way, if you can hear that, I think I'm hearing gurgling of water as it's coming up into the stem of the well, which is an amazing thing. So, all right, here we go. Listen up. Here we go. And we're going to count. Actually, I'm going to be silent. Here we go. Did you hear it? That's amazing, amazing sound dropping 300 feet into the water there. So, and you can hear some background noise here too. I'm going to put the phone down and not drop it in. And listen real quickly. Can you hear that? I think that's a really good sign that the water is bubbling out from the 300-foot level and actually maybe pushing itself up the stem of the well. Again, we're down about all the way down to 340, so we have about 40 feet of capacity at the minimum at a gallon and a half for a 6-inch hole. This is an 8-inch casing, but it's 6-inch drill hole all the way down to 340. That would be 45 gallons of capacity. Did I do my math right? Let's see, 40 feet. 40. That's 60. Actually 60 gallons of water at 40 feet of stem. So that's a pretty good amount of capacity, and we're not using it as storage because what we intend to do, I think at this point, the plan would be to, let me flip this camera around. Maybe. So I think the plan, I'll just talk through this. The plan would be for us to take that capacity and put in a cistern tank, and we might put in one or two 1,500-gallon tanks up on the hill. And when we do that, let me just show you. Walk with me a little bit. So if you can see back in the distance here, above the house site is kind of an area, an elevated area, which is probably about 10 feet up, thereabouts. So if we put in two 1,500-gallon tanks, we would have about 3,000 gallons. So at 3 gallons a minute, as I was saying, that can supply 4,000 gallons per day, more than enough capacity than what we need. And if we have 3,000 gallons of storage, then we can pump out of those tanks into the house and the garden and have plenty of capacity. So I think we're pretty happy with the well that we had. There have been some other wells that have been on other ridges this remote that have gone down 1,200 feet or more, and not hit water. So at 300 feet, hitting water, I think is an amazing thing, and it's a real blessing, a real answer to prayer. I'll tell you that. And so I want to give God the credit on that, and I think it's going to supply our needs. I think it's going to be great. So that's the one thing that we have always been in doubt is, we can do solar, we can put in a septic tank, we can build a house, but if you don't have water, it makes it much more difficult. And now with water, all the pieces are starting to come into place for us to live 6 miles off grid. And so it's just an amazing thing to have that water, and it's a high day here up at Morningstar Ranch. I'll tell you that. Gets us one step closer to being able to live up here full time. And we believe that we should be up here with this lifestyle. So that's kind of our plans. Next steps is we will talk through the pricing when we get the bill for the well, and we have some pumps to put in too, so we have to make that investment. But at least this hurdle is behind us. It's another beautiful day up here, 72 degrees here at the end of August. Couldn't ask for any better weather. This machine is awesome. Just awesome watching it, and I'll share some of those videos too. Hopefully you've been watching the previous versions about how it can dig with the rotary head. Quite amazing. Anyway, good talking to you, and we'll hope to answer your questions.